Hey, welcome. Today is going to be a pretty fun video working on a simple forest abode. Let's go. Alright, for today's build, it'll be called the Forest Abode. Just as last time, I'm trying to focus on a more modern / 2000s vibe. This time, it's a bit more aged. The build is mostly intended for NPC housing or to be decorative, with the possibility of fitting into a larger scale build in the future. The building time was roughly 4 hours total. So basically, my inspiration for this build started from another video I was trying to work on, some sort of challenge, and I was liking the concept of the build, though it didn't really work for the challenge I wanted to do, so I ended up putting it aside while I worked on some other things. But I came back to it as a last-minute decision since I was working on another build that was taking way too much time. I knew I couldn't get the video out quickly enough, so I switched over to this one, and I've been working on that. But as I started doing it, I was also going to have a shed, and that's where the bathhouse came in. Spoilers. It's something I wanted to try out since I haven't really done something like that before, and I just thought it tied into the build pretty nicely. Mods and stuffs I'll be using for building and recording. I'll be using Cheat Sheet and Heroes mod. Both are available on TModLoader, and then, as always, T-Edit to spice up the build off camera. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much for being here. If you like what you've seen so far, I would really appreciate it if, I don't know, you guys would consider checking out some of my other content. I do other building videos, occasional tutorials, and then some fun videos and Let's Plays. Recently started a modded Let's Play, so if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. I would also appreciate it if you guys would consider leaving a like on this video, and I really just appreciate any support you guys got. I don't know. Alright, building time. Alright, quick warning, I've got a bit of the sniffles while recording this, so my voice might sound a tad off. When I started right where I am, this is about where I was revisiting the build after leaving for quite a while. I didn't continue with the same style I had in mind before, but I think I did a style that I liked a lot more. It's a bit different from different house styles I would check out or try and do, even though I know it is similar from my other builds, but I'm alright with that because I still think that this build came out pretty nicely. I was really happy with it. So I want to talk about the materials I'm currently using. I'm using brown painted ebon wood, some regular wood for horizontal beams, and then where the roof is, I'm using brown painted rich mahogany wood. For the floor, I'm using pearl wood and then a mixture of white painted mudstone and then some stone and gray brick. Right here, I'm basically messing with the walls, windows, details. This is where I was kind of getting the style for the build, so there's not too much to commentate on. I was trying out a lot of different techniques, what I wanted to do. I ended up wanting the top room to be a lot more simple than I first thought I would make it, and kind of have it be a bit more of a traditional bedroom. I wanted to do the curtains because I see a lot of people do that. I've done it in the past, but I haven't done it too much recently, and I really thought that that would be a nice touch. What I did for those is I took the crab banners and I copied the ends of them and pasted them onto the ends of, I believe, squiggly wallpaper painted white, and then I painted those banners white, which gave them a really nice edge to the banners and made them look like curtains. Moving on for the build, I started getting to a theme of doing a brown painted roof and kind of followed a brown and white color scheme, which I really fell in love with. I don't do that too often, so I know the build and its shape, it's similar to other ones I do. I'll admit that, but I think the color scheme makes this build unique to most of my other builds. For the rest of the house, there isn't too much to commentate on. I'm mostly figuring out decor, wall, things like that I want to use, whether or not I want to incorporate more color, if I want to keep it kind of original to how I have with like brown and white, and just experimenting with some things. Messed with furniture clipping a bit, but mostly tried to stick to a more traditional house. So now I'm starting to work on the bathhouse, which I already had an idea of how it would look because I did a similar kind of bathhouse in an old build of mine. I think it was the mushroom bungalow. Yeah, it was basically a bathroom. This time I wanted it to be a bathhouse, and I was really thinking of Japanese architecture and wanted to follow a similar scheme to that. I know there's also bathhouses which are more modern and are found in the US or something like that. So I went on a few different sources to find different inspiration for them, looked for real life bathhouses, and tried to make my interpretation of that in Terraria. What I mostly did for building materials was taking what I did in the other house, so ebonstone wood painted brown for the support beams, and then for the walls it was mostly pearlwood wall, some fencing, and I believe I ended up going with white painted gray brick wall. Over to the left of that bathhouse, I really wanted to make it look like there was some sort of room with a fire and it was boiling up some water for the bathroom, or the bathtub. I tried doing this earlier, which you guys probably saw. I was messing around with campfires and that pot, but I thought it would be a lot better to make some sort of extra house off to the side and pushed into the foreground, which personally I think looks really nice. While I was editing this, I saw the build without it, and then I'm seeing the build with it, and I think that this build really wouldn't have felt right without that extra piece. So the rest of the build is just finishing this off. I think it came out nicely, and I hope you guys think so too. And this is the completed build. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate all of your support. I loved working on this video and the build overall. It was fun to work with. It's something I'm pretty familiar with, and I felt that I could work on some techniques that I really like doing, but I don't do too often because of trying to do more of a variety in what I've been building. And it was fun to just try and experiment. I'd love to hear what your favorite part of this video was, as well as any suggestions you guys have got for future videos. Time to wrap everything up. If you guys are interested in joining this wonderful community that we have, which I'm extremely grateful for, we do have a Discord and a few other places that you can check out, and all of that stuff is in the description for ease of access. I don't know. And that's just about it. This has been a really fun project. I do hope you guys had fun being here. Thanks for watching, be motivated, and stay inspired. I will see you all next time. Peace.